Cash Flow Secrets, written and published by Books Reader. Mastering cash flow is the single financial skill the rich never sacrifice. While everyone else pursues investments and assets, the truly successful make sure they're never left short of liquidity. This isn't about being a money hoarder. It's about installing strategic cash management systems that keep resources flowing even when income temporarily freezes. This book lays bare the very systems that turn financial worry into solid peace of mind. The difference between being stuck and being successful often hinges on a single question. Would you survive an unexpected income interruption without anxiety? These principles have moved thousands from chronic money worry to total financial security, many in a matter of weeks of application. Lesson 1. Cash is king. There's one truth more than any other that holds supreme in the realms of business and personal finance. Cash is king. This mere expression contains profound wisdom that could make all the difference between achievement and failure in your financial situation. Though the attention of many lies with income, profits, or assets, possessing cash to hand is the thing that ultimately matters when it really matters. Consider cash as the oxygen your body needs to live. Just like you can't survive more than a few minutes without breathing, a business or home can't run effectively without sufficient cash. You may have a lovely home, a pricey vehicle, or valuable trinkets. But none of those assets can cover your bills tomorrow if you lack cash in the bank. Most successful companies have collapsed even after they had appeared profitable on paper because they did not have cash. Consider the example of W.T. Grant, a large retailing chain that appeared profitable until it went bankrupt. The firm had a lot of inventory and other assets. However, when it was time to pay employees and suppliers, there was not sufficient cash to continue operating. This situation repeats itself hundreds of times from small companies to large corporations, all because they lost sight of the fact that cash is king. The value of liquid funds becomes glaringly obvious in economic slumps or personal crises. When the chips are down, you can't pay your rent with stock certificates or purchase groceries with real estate equity. Only cash provides you with the flexibility and peace of mind to face whatever difficulties life throws your way. This is the reason why successful companies and individuals always have good cash buffers. Cash management begins with learning the fundamental concept of timing. It's not necessarily a matter of how much money is coming in and going out, but when these flows occur. $1 today is better than $1 tomorrow because you can utilize it immediately. This is particularly critical in business, where you frequently need to pay bills before you can receive payment from clients. Tracking your cash position is tracking your bank accounts. Knowing your spending habits and budgeting for upcoming expenses. It's similar to checking the fuel level in your vehicle. You don't want to be on empty and stranded. Good cash management takes discipline and attention to detail, but the comfort it provides is well worth the effort. Creating a cash buffer should be your top financial priority. Most financial experts advise setting aside enough readily accessible cash to cover 3 to 6 months of personal expenses. For businesses, the ideal amount depends on the industry and business model, but the core principle remains unchanged: always maintain sufficient cash to handle immediate needs and unexpected emergencies. Thanks to the digital age, managing your cash flow is now more convenient than ever with online banking, expense tracking apps, and automated savings tools. But these tools are only useful if you understand the fundamental importance of maintaining adequate cash reserves. Technology can help you monitor and keep track of your money, but it can't provide the critical decisions regarding saving and spending. That is still your job. Cash flow issues do not arise overnight. They typically begin with subtle warning signs that become larger problems if not addressed. Monitoring your cash position on a daily basis allows you to identify potential issues early and take corrective measures before they become critical. This forward-looking approach to cash management can prevent you from financial stress and enable you to establish a solid foundation for long-term success. In the current sophisticated financial environment, it's simple to get sidetracked by advanced investment techniques and complex financial products. Yet at its core, financial success begins with the control of the fundamentals of cash management. Whether you operate a company, your home finances, or your retirement fund, never underestimate the importance of cash being king. It's the basis on which all other financial choices must be made. Lesson 2. Income is vanity, cash flow is sanity. Business owners and individuals become thrilled when they have large income figures in their financial reports. Making money is essential, but only looking at income may create a false sense of security. The true measure of financial wellness isn't how much you earn. It's how much money actually comes in and remains there. Consider income as water coming into a bucket. The bucket has holes in it. Those are your expenses, bills, and other payments going out. If more water pours out of the holes than pours in at the top, you'll have an empty bucket regardless of how much water you add. That's precisely how cash flow is. You require more money flowing in than flowing out in order to accumulate your cash reserves. Revenue can be deceptive since it doesn't reveal the entire picture. A company might have $1 million in sales, but struggle to pay its bills if customers take too long to pay or if expenses are too high. That's why so many companies can have a profit on paper, but go out of business. They out of hard cash to meet their obligations. Knowing your cash flow is a matter of keeping a record of the timing and size of money coming into and going out of accounts. When you bill a customer, that's not cash. That's a promise of payment in the future. Similarly, when you get a bill, the same principle applies. The real cash flow occurs when money is exchanged. This timing difference between making money and getting money is essential to control. From your cash flow statement, you can see what's coming before it turns into a catastrophe. If you see that you're always running low on cash at a particular time of the month or year, you can anticipate. Perhaps you must change terms of payment with customers, negotiate with suppliers, or have more cash reserves on hand during downturns. Typical cash flow issues are spending money before you get it, accumulating too much debt, or growing too fast without sufficient cash buffer. Some companies fall into the trap of using next month's projected income to cover this month's expenses. This creates a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Others forget about seasonal fluctuation in their company, and as a result, cash runs out when it is needed most. There are various ways in which you can enhance your cash flow. Increase how quickly your customers pay you by extending early payment discounts or charging upfront deposits. See how you can save on expenses without negatively impacting your operations. Form alliances with suppliers who could give you favorable payment terms. Monitor when significant expenses fall due so that you can budget. A good cash flow provides you with choices and security. It allows you to seize opportunities, manage unforeseen issues, and grow responsibly. With solid cash flow, you can negotiate more favorable terms from suppliers. Invest in your company and sleep soundly at night knowing you can fulfill your commitments. Cash flow is not simply about taking in more money than you're expending. It's about making those movements at the right time. Even successful companies will fail if they are unable to effectively manage their cash flow. Pay attention not only to how much and when you move your cash, and always keep some reserves in reserve to deal with the unexpected. By paying attention to cash flow rather than only income, you build a steadier and more sustainable financial platform. This paradigm change from vanity metrics such as revenue to utilitarian metrics such as cash flow can be the difference between long-term success and instant failure. Watch your cash flow, and your personal or business finances will be more likely to flourish. Lesson number 3, save for tomorrow, live for today. Life is about balancing properly between enjoying today and saving for tomorrow. People often fail in this balancing act when it comes to money. They spend everything they make living only for the present, or save so much that they deny themselves enjoyment. The key is to find a middle ground that allows you to have peace of mind for your future while still being able to enjoy the current moment. The starting point for this balancing act is knowing where you stand now with your spending and saving. Take a hard look at where your money is going on a monthly basis. Jot down your needs expenses such as shelter, food, and utilities. Next, note your want expenses such as entertainment, eating out, and shopping. This clear image will enable you to make better choices regarding what you can save without feeling deprived. A good place to start for most individuals is to save at least 20% of their income. This may seem like a lot at the beginning, but you can work your way up to it slowly. Begin with 5 and add 1. The money that you save should be put in various accounts for various uses. Consider these as different buckets for your money. Your initial savings bucket is an emergency fund. This fund shields you from the unexpected occurrences in life such as car repair, medical expenses, or losing your job. Try to save to meet 3 to 6 months of living costs. Put this money into a common savings account where you can withdraw it at short notice if the need arises. Once you have set your emergency fund, you'll be more likely to splurge a bit of money on activities you love. Your next piggy bank is for short-term goals such as purchasing a car, vacation, or home improvements. These are activities you need to do in a period of 1 to 3 years. Saving money for these objectives will ensure that you do not have to use credit or borrow money to pay for them. Place this amount in a high-yield savings account where it can accrue some interest while remaining safe and accessible. Long-term savings make up your third bucket. This includes retirement accounts and investments for goals that are more than 5 years away. The sooner you start saving for retirement, the more time your money has to grow through compound interest. Even small amounts add up to a lot of savings over time. Saving is great, but remember to enjoy the present. Allocate some guilty pleasure money every month that you can use without remorse. This could be for leisure activities, entertainment, or indulging in something special. Having this separate spending money prevents impulse buying and stops you from using your savings. One good method for simplifying saving is to automatize it. Automate the transfer of funds from your checking account to your savings accounts immediately after every paycheck. By saving first, you remove the temptation to spend the money prematurely. Whatever remains in your checking account is available for your everyday living and enjoyment. Keep in mind that your saving and spending needs will evolve over time, so it's important to review your plan regularly, every few months, and adjust it as needed. For example, if you've received a raise, you may be able to increase your savings, or maybe you've got new spending that you need to balance in your budget. Being adaptable with your plan enables you to follow it in the long run. Clever ways of spending enable you to save more without being limited. Seek to have fun in life that does not consume much money. Hang out with friends and loved ones, check out low-cost activities in your area, or discover new passions that do not demand high expenses. More often than not, the best memories aren't the ones you spend the most money on. The intention is to design a lifestyle that is building tomorrow on the foundations of today. Once you find the balance, you'll be able to secure your finances as well as be able to afford life's pleasures. Your future self will appreciate that you're saving, and your current self will be just as happy. Lesson 4. Money falls to those who handle it. Money does not automatically appear. It runs to those who understand how to handle it well. Tending to money is similar to cultivating a garden. You have to plant the proper seeds, water them on a regular basis, weed them out, and reap at the appropriate moment. Your money life is the same. The key to controlling your money is making a budget that really works. A lot of people believe budgets are limiting, but they're actually about freedom. A good budget makes you see where your money is going and allows you to send it where you want it to go most. Begin by monitoring every dollar you spend for a month. This may sound time-consuming, but it's like having a clear picture of your financial well-being. You may be shocked to discover money seeping away through little purchases you never realized were happening. Once you see where your money is going, you can make more informed decisions about how to spend it. Categorize your spending into needs and wants. Needs are things such as housing, food, utilities, and basic transportation. Wants are everything else. Eating out, entertainment, new gadgets, and new clothes. This doesn't imply you can't have any wants, but you need to plan for them on purpose. Having financial goals gives your money management meaning. Perhaps you want to save for a down payment on a house, begin a business, or create an emergency fund. Put these goals into writing and assign specific dollar values and dates. Instead of wanting to save money, say I will save $5,000 for a savings cushion by December. This makes your goals tangible and quantifiable. Technology is your friend when it comes to managing money. There are a multitude of apps and tools available that can assist you with tracking spending, automatic saving, and goal progress tracking. Some people like simple spreadsheets, others want flashy apps that link to their bank accounts. Use something that can work for you, but be sure you're regularly monitoring your finances. Good money management requires also budgeting for non-periodic expenses. Car maintenance, a doctor visit, and Christmas presents aren't monthly expenses, but they are regular expenses. Save money every month for these types of expenses so they won't disrupt your budget when they come up. Having your money work for you involves learning the fundamentals of banking and interest. Keep your spending money in a checking account, but transfer your savings into accounts that earn interest. Even tiny variations in interest rates will pay off over time. Watch out for bank fees and steer clear of them whenever you can. They're like holes in your money bucket. Money management isn't just about cutting back on spending, it's about making intentional choices. In some cases, investing in higher quality items can save money over time, while in others, finding cost-effective alternatives helps you reach your financial goals more quickly. The key is to make these decisions deliberately, rather than by habit or impulse. Effective money management also involves saying no to expenses that don't support your priorities. This doesn't mean you have to live frugally all the time or avoid enjoyment. It simply means being selective with your spending and ensuring your splurges genuinely add value to your life. Above all, consistency is what drives success. Small, steady actions add up to significant progress over time. Keep track of your accounts regularly, make monthly budget adjustments, and check in on your goals quarterly. When you mess up, and we all do, learn from it and make changes to your plan. Money is as sensitive to focus and attention as the other resources in your life. Treat it with the management it requires, and it will grow and work for you, not against you. Instead of against you. Lesson 5. Penny saved is a penny earned. The age-old expression, a penny saved is a penny earned, is truer today than it has ever been. By saving money, we're not simply keeping it safe. We're actually causing money to work for us. It's safe. We're making money work for us. Each dollar we save is a dollar. We don't have to earn again, and that's strong. Saving money doesn't necessarily mean living a dull life or never having any fun. It means being smart about how you spend and making a plan to save more of what you earn. It's like having a bucket to catch raindrops. Every single drop may be tiny, but if it keeps coming, it makes a big collection. Every little bit of saving counts. When you save $5 by brewing coffee at home rather than purchasing it from a coffee cafe, that cash can accumulate in your bank account with interest. Saving just $5 each workday may not seem like much, but it adds up to roughly $1,250 a year. Now, imagine investing that money and earning compound interest over time. In 10 years, those small daily savings could grow into several $1,000s. Unfortunately, many people overlook the power of small savings, dismissing them as insignificant. But in reality, it's these consistent, everyday habits that can make a big difference in the long run. But these little sums are precisely what make people wealthy in the long run. It's like constructing a brick wall. Each brick may not seem like much, but combine them, and you have something solid and durable. Searching for money-saving ways should be a daily routine. Begin by reviewing your normal bills. Are you shelling out money for unused subscriptions? Might you be able to get a better rate on your phone bill? Even saving $10 a month on a bill amounts to $120 a year. Compare prices at various stores for items you purchase frequently. Occasionally, another brand or store can save you money without diminishing quality. Compound interest is such a magic buddy for your money. When you deposit money into a savings account that pays interest, you earn money on your money. And then you earn interest on that money, and it snowballs. The sooner you save, the longer your money has to accumulate through compound interest. Saving money and avoiding unnecessary spending are equally crucial. Before making a purchase, take a moment to ask yourself whether you truly need the item. For larger purchases, try waiting 24 hours before buying. Chances are, the initial impulse may fade, helping you avoid unnecessary spending. While it's wise to look for sales and discounts, be cautious not to buy something just because it's marked down. A bargain on something you don't actually need is still money wasted. Set up specific places to put your savings. Have separate accounts for separate goals. You may have one for emergencies, another for a future car, and another for vacation. When you know what your savings are for, you'll be more motivated to stay on track and not spend the money on something else. Saving money is not being cheap or depriving yourself of life. Smart money management is about gaining more freedom and security in the future. Every penny you save becomes a tool, working for you, building your wealth, and opening doors to new opportunities. It's not just about spending less, it's about making your money work smarter. The habit of saving, whether small or large, creates spend it. Make savings a routine bill that has to be paid. With time, you will not even notice the money, but your savings will keep increasing. Lesson 6. Investing in knowledge of money is the best investment. Money can generate money, but knowledge of money can make one rich. View financial knowledge as a toolbox. The more you have in tools, the better you are equipped to deal with any money scenario that you are faced with. Just as you would not attempt to repair a car without knowing how it works. You should not attempt to manage your finances without knowing the fundamentals of finance. Let's discuss why financial education is so important. Day in and day out, individuals make money blunders simply because they do not know any better. They borrow money they cannot repay, invest in something they do not comprehend, or forget, quick, lucrative schemes. These errors can run into thousands of dollars and take years to rectify. But with the right information, you can steer clear of these pitfalls and get your money to work harder for you. The good news is that you don't need a college degree to get financial education. You can begin learning from free online resources, library books, or podcasts on your way to work. Most banks and credit unions have free seminars on various topics such as budgeting, investing, and retirement planning. The trick is to begin with the basics and increase your knowledge gradually. One critical topic to learn about is interest rates. Whether you are saving or borrowing money, interest rates determine how much money you will have in the future. For instance, a 20-interest credit card can turn a $1,000 purchase into a $1,200 debt in a single year if you pay only the minimum. On the other hand, saving $1,000 in an account that earns 5% interest will grow by $50 in just 1 year. While that might not seem like much at first, over time and with continued contributions, the growth can be substantial. Another key concept in financial health is risk management. Every financial decision involves some level of risk, but understanding those risks allows you to make smarter, more informed choices. This includes knowing how to diversify your investments, when to purchase insurance, and how to guard against fraud. It's similar to learning how to swim before diving into deep water. Preparation and knowledge are essential for staying safe and succeeding financially. The more that you know, the better off you'll be. Knowing about taxes is also important. A lot of individuals pay more in taxes than they have to because they are not aware of deductions or tax-favored accounts. Tax basics can save you money and allow you to retain more of your hard-earned cash. For example, putting money into a retirement fund such as a 401(k) can reduce your tax-paying income while allowing you to save for the future. Don't also forget the need to read financial statements and contracts. Your credit card contract, investment brochure, or mortgage agreement is no exception. Reading what you sign is important. Most people land in trouble because they don't read or comprehend the fine print. Spending time studying these documents will protect you from expensive blunders. Technology has made it easier than ever to learn about personal finance. There are apps that will educate you on investing, websites that break down complicated financial jargon, and forums where you can learn from other people's mistakes. Utilize these resources, but be sure to fact-check from reputable sources. Financial literacy isn't all about getting rich. It's about preserving what you have. Learning about things such as insurance, estate planning, and identity protection can assist you in protecting your assets. It's a security system for your wealth. Financial knowledge is something that takes time and effort to develop, but it's an investment that will pay off throughout your lifetime. Begin with one subject that you're interested in or that impacts your situation now. Perhaps it's learning about credit scores, the stock market, or how to make a budget. As you learn and practice this knowledge, you'll notice your money situation get better, and you'll feel more comfortable making money choices. Your learning about money never actually stops because the money world continues to evolve. New investments emerge, tax policies shift, and technology innovates new means of handling money. Remain inquisitive and continue learning. The more you learn about money, the more able you will be to accumulate and retain wealth. Lesson 7. Be ready for rain on sunny days. Life tends to throw us curveballs when we are least prepared. Just as we require an umbrella during rainy weather, we require financial security during bad times. The smart thing to do is to be ready for times of trouble in good times, and not be scrambling when troubles come. Consider financial readiness as constructing a fortress. You would not wait until there is a storm to begin constructing your home. You construct it during favorable weather. Likewise is the case with your money. When the going is good, that is the exact time to shore up your financial foundation and establish safeguards. One of the key means of preparing to face financial storms is by constructing a strong emergency fund. This fund must provide for a minimum of 3 to 6 months' worth of your living costs. Others like to have even more in reserve, particularly if they are employed in fields with sporadic income or extreme job uncertainty. Your emergency fund must be readily available in a standard savings account, not invested or hard to access. Insurance is also an important aspect of planning for unforeseen occurrences. Most individuals attempt to save on money by not purchasing insurance only to live to regret it when things go awry. Your minimum insurance cover must be health insurance, automobile insurance if you have a car, and renters or homeowners insurance for your dwelling. Depending on where you are, you may also want to think about life insurance, particularly if other people depend on your earnings. In addition to insurance and emergency funds, you need to take care of your assets as well. Regular upkeep on your vehicle, house, and other important belongings can avoid costly emergency repairs down the road. This may appear to be a waste of money when everything is running smoothly, but it's far less expensive than fixing a total breakdown. You should also budget for unpredictable expenses that you can anticipate. Car repairs, doctor's checkups, holiday presents, and yearly subscriptions are not emergencies, but they will feel like ones if you haven't budgeted for them. Budget money every month for these regular but unpredictable expenses. Another part of preparation is having important documents in order and readily available. This would include insurance policies, warranties, medical information, and contact information for valuable services. When a crisis strikes, you don't want to fumble around looking for important documents. Also, think about building multiple sources of income. Getting all your income from one source is dangerous. If that runs dry, you're in a world of trouble. It might involve opening up a side business, investing in dividend, paying stocks, or learning a skill set that can be used as a backup income if things go wrong. Debt management is also included in planning for difficult times. Focus on paying off high-interest debt while things are good. The less debt you carry, the more resilient you'll be when you're struggling financially. Additionally, keep a good credit rating. It can be an important asset if you must borrow money in difficult times. Planning for rainy days doesn't mean living in fear of them. It means taking practical steps that let you enjoy the sunny days with confidence. When you know you're financially prepared for unexpected challenges, it brings peace of mind and allows you to enjoy the good times more fully. Building financial safeguards takes time and discipline, but the payoff is worth it. Just like keeping an umbrella handy makes a storm less stressful, having a solid financial plan makes life's difficulties easier to manage. Begin creating your financial refuge today before the sun sets. Lesson 8. Wealth isn't about how much you earn, but what you retain. Many assume that being well paid equals wealth. But history is replete with accounts of stars, athletes, and lottery players who earned millions and were still penniless. Conversely, there are many examples of individuals with modest incomes who accumulated great wealth through intelligent money management. The reality is plain. Wealth is more a function of what you save than what you make. Consider money similar to water. In a bucket, your income is water pouring in from a faucet and your spending is holes in a bucket where water leaks out. Regardless of the amount of money that comes in, if the holes are too big or too many, you'll never have a full bucket. The same holds true when accumulating wealth. You must patch the holes in spending and hold on to more of what comes in. Being aware of your net worth is key to achieving true wealth. Net worth is merely what you have minus what you owe. You can make a lot of money, but have a negative net worth if you are in heavy debt or living off every penny you earn. Prioritize increasing your net worth by being frugal and investing well. Each dollar you save and invest has potential to grow and bring more money as time goes on. Lifestyle inflation is one of the main dangers of accumulating wealth. As people earn more money, they often increase their spending to match or exceed their new income. They purchase larger homes, nicer cars, and higher-priced attire. While it's nothing to frown about to indulge in the rewards of your efforts, allowing your way of life to stretch to utilize every cent of rising income inhibits wealth creation. Rather, attempt to hold your present way of life as your income rises and use the additional funds to invest and save. Building habits of wealth creation is important for long-term financial achievement. Begin by living below your means. Being financially mindful doesn't mean living like a miser, it means making intentional decisions about how you spend your money. Before each purchase, ask yourself, does this item or experience genuinely add value to my life? Is it worth exchanging a piece of my future financial security for this momentary satisfaction? Learning to distinguish between needs and wants empowers you to prioritize spending on what truly matters, aligning your financial habits with your long-term goals and values. Another vital habit is paying yourself first. Save a portion of your income for investment and savings purposes before spending money on anything else. This easy habit keeps you building wealth all the time instead of waiting to see if there's anything left over at the end of the month. Make your savings a part of any other important bill that needs to be paid. Intelligent investors are aware that cutting costs is every bit as valuable as growing returns. The same holds true for personal finance. Seek opportunities to reduce expenses without diminishing the quality of life. This could involve comparing insurance rates, haggling bills, or locating free or inexpensive entertainment. The little savings do accumulate over time and help your overall wealth. Creating wealth also involves safeguarding what you already have. This means ensuring you have adequate insurance coverage, maintaining a solid emergency fund, and steering clear of unnecessary financial risks. True wealth isn't just about accumulating assets, it's also about protecting and preserving them over time. Consulting with financial professionals can help you make informed decisions that safeguard your wealth and support long-term growth. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. The key is to make sustainable, consistent improvements to your financial habits instead of chasing quick fixes or get-rich-quick schemes. Rich, get-quick schemes like to talk up small victories on the journey but keep an eye on the ultimate prize. Every dollar that you save and invest today makes it closer to realizing your money dreams and secure for the future. By making money management more about keeping and compounding what you already make as opposed to a constant battle for more money, you'll find yourself down the road toward developing true enduring wealth. Make intentional spending choices, eschew lifestyle inflation, and establish sound money management practices. These habits will ultimately serve you well to create the wealth you want irrespective of your earnings. Lesson 9. Cash awareness is where financial freedom starts. Money awareness begins with knowing your daily relationship with cash. Similar to how a food diary assists individuals in realizing their eating behaviors, monitoring your spending makes you realize your money behaviors. Knowing where every dollar goes gives you control over your financial future. Most individuals spend money without any consideration. They purchase coffee each morning, have lunch with colleagues, or shop online when they're feeling bored. These little buys accumulate rapidly, yet most individuals don't know how much they're spending until they look at their bank account at the end of the month. This ignorance results in financial stress and lost opportunities to save and invest. Financial awareness is achieved by keeping an eye on your money on a daily basis. Begin by looking at your accounts every morning. See what is coming in and what is going out. Are there patterns of spending? Are you purchasing something you don't need? Are you spending too much on the weekends? Knowing these patterns enables you to make more informed decisions. Your emotional relationship with money is also important. Some individuals spend money when they are sad or under stress. Others feel guilty for spending money on items they desire, even if they can afford them. By recognizing these emotional triggers, you can make more logical decisions regarding your money. Make a pause before spending. Ask yourself whether you need something or you are purchasing it for emotional reasons. Money management habits on a daily basis serve to create consciousness. Utilize a spending application or record all your expenditures. Check your bills and subscriptions every now and then to ensure you're not spending money on things you don't use. Create reminders on your phone for bill due dates and low account balances. These are easy habits that keep money in mind. Cash awareness also includes having a plan for your financial goals. Without goals, money is easily squandered on things that don't count. Put down in writing what you want to accomplish with your money. Maybe you want to buy a house, start a business, travel more. Keep these goals visible and check your progress regularly. It is much easier to say no to unnecessary spending when you know your why. Positive money mindsets take time, as in many cases, people grow up with unhealthy beliefs regarding money. They may believe wealthy individuals are greedy or they will never be wealthy enough. These attitudes keep individuals from achieving financial success. Replace them with good ones. Believe you can handle money well. Trust that you can become wealthy with good decisions. Your attitude determines your financial reality. Technology can assist in making you more cash aware. Utilize banking apps to monitor your spending in real time. Automate savings transfers so you don't have to worry about it. Utilize budgeting tools to budget your spending. These tools simplify staying on top of your finances without requiring hours of management. Financial freedom isn't something that happens by chance, it's the result of being consistently aware of your money and making intentional choices about how you spend it. Start small, check your balance daily and take gradual steps toward more mindful financial habits. Think before you spend. Write down your goals. These habits build over time into financial awareness and lead to real financial freedom. Cash awareness gives you control over your financial life. When you know where money comes from and where it goes, you make more savvy decisions over its use. This awareness avoids debt, helps you save money, and brings you to financial success sooner. It makes money transform from the cause of tension into a weapon for building your ideal life. Lesson 10. Control money or it controls you. Money is a driving force that could either work on your behalf or against you. Getting control of your money life isn't solely a matter of making more. It's a matter of putting into place systems and habits that enable you to get in the driver's seat of your financial life. Step number 1 in mastering your money is knowing where each dollar goes. This is not about implementing sophisticated software or sophisticated spreadsheets. A simple notebook or smartphone app can do the job. Consistency in tracking your transactions is key. If you know where your money is going, you will be able to make more informed decisions on what to do with it. Having sustainable financial systems involves automating the things that matter. Automatically transfer funds to savings, bill payments, and investments. This takes the emotion out of money choices and makes sure your needs are being addressed first. It's like paying yourself before you get an opportunity to use the money on something else. These automatic processes function like guardrails, ensuring you stay on course even during the busy times of life. Long-term planning of finances isn't only for the affluent. All people need a roadmap for their money. Begin by imagining where you would like to be in 5, 10, or 20 years. Do you wish to have a home? Begin a business. Retire early. These objectives become the basis for your financial choices today. Break your big goals into smaller, achievable steps. For instance, if your goal is to buy a house in 5 years, figure out how much you need to save each month and automate the process to ensure you stay on track. Building lasting wealth takes patience and discipline. It's about making consistent, smart decisions with your money over time. This includes living below your means, investing regularly, and steering clear of unnecessary debt. Consider wealth. Constructing is cultivating a garden. You sow the seeds, your investments and savings. Nurture them over time, watch and revise your plan, and allow them to mature, remain invested for the long haul. One of the least considered parts of managing your money is guarding what you've got. That is having good insurance coverage, having an emergency fund, and keeping documents organized and safe. It also involves remaining alert to financial fraud and protecting against identity theft. Periodic checkups with finances such as your credit report and insurance status guarantee that your economic security remains well intact. The way you view money has influence over each portion of your existence. As soon as you control your funds, you will get a good night's rest more frequently, become less stressful, and you're able to enjoy what most truly concerns you. This control allows you to make decisions based on what you wish, rather than what you can afford. It is being able to give, take risks, and live life on your own terms. Controlling money is a continuous process, not one that is achieved once. Markets fluctuate, life changes, and new financial challenges occur. Remain flexible and open to changing your strategy when necessary. Continue learning about personal finance. Stay abreast of changes in the economy, and be prepared to make adjustments to your strategies when that is called for. Being in charge of your money is becoming proactive instead of reactive with your finances. Rather than sitting at the end of the month trying to figure out where your money went, you get to direct it at the beginning. Rather than stressing about surprise expenses, you have methods in place to deal with them. Rather than being bound by debt, you have a strategy to become debt-free. The ability to take charge of your financial future is in your hands today. Each and every financial choice you make, big or small, brings you one step closer or one step farther from your desires. By designing solid financial foundations, having stable habits, and keeping your focus on your long-term goals, you can develop a secure financial future. The other option, allowing money to dominate you. Allowing money to rule you results in stress, insecurity, and lost opportunities. The decision is yours. Time to take charge is now.